Invictus, my kings, and welcome to new Empire Total War DarthMod USA playthrough on the Slavicus Plays channel. Now, it's been a while since I've played Empire Total War, and it's been a while since I've done anything with DarthMod, so this is going to be quite interesting. The ultimate goal of this campaign is to own all of the Americas, so we have quite a ways to go before we manage to reach that. Now, let's start off by reorganizing the army a little bit, because we can't have in the late game, as is the only way to play USA. We can't be running around with Minutemen now, can we? So let's reorganize a little bit. Let's get things rolling around here. And yeah, first order of business, I think, is to be the conquest of the Cherokee territory, Kanak territory, and the various territories of the Iroquois Confederacy, just to consolidate our hold over the East Coast. Then later on we'll move on to Florida, maybe Canada, but first order of business is to own the native lands completely, so to say. Now let's actually get a move on and start upgrading these various we'll leave the church for now, but let's get upgrading these various buildings to at least level 2 or level 1 if we can help it. It's always good to upgrade your industrial base first before you move on to any sort of major conquest. You definitely want the home front secure, and these things basically pay for themselves. They increase growth, they enable the building of various other farms, and even better, these things essentially pay for themselves. If you take a look at the cost, 291. In 2 turns this thing is gonna pay for itself, and it's gonna be able to be upgraded. So yeah, it's a good policy generally to upgrade all your buildings that are upgradable and aren't going to completely break the bank. It's a good policy to start upgrading them as early as possible. Let's see if you have any ports, local fishery. Now that should be good enough. And yeah, I'll see you in a little while. I'll build up the armed forces, I'll continue rebuilding, and I'll see you in a few seconds. And we're back, and we are ready to get a move on and start conquering, start seizing, start manifesting our destiny. Now, we don't have quite a full stack over here, but that's fine. These 19 troops should be enough. Let's just move them over to Kaguya. That's like Kaguya from Naruto. But yeah, we're not making that much income next turn, but that's what owning 2 full stack armies does to you. It's quite the pickle, for sure. We still have the church. I'm not entirely sure if I should keep it or destroy it, but the agents that it recruits, the priests, are actually quite nice when it comes to turning territories into your faith. Now that's gonna reduce any sort of hostility that we might face from the local population once we take over. So I think I'll keep him for now. And we'll see about going into war finally next turn. It's taken me quite a while to actually build up. The United States in the late campaign starts off with 9 regions, which is quite a lot. And these regions, some of them are well developed, some of them are not. So it was quite interesting to try and balance things out. You could always basically build up your lowest tier settlements first. At least that's how I do it. I always try and at least make them rank 2 or 3 before really playing tall. You gotta play a little bit wide. And but I think I'll stick to playing tall in the core regions of the US, which is the regions that we start with. And later on we'll see about developing other lands. But we can see the Iroquois are up to our game. They know what we're up to. They are moving their armies, and we'll see if it'll help them or not. Okay, so we are ready to move out. Let's just take a look at the alliances of the Iroquois Confederacy. So they are aligned with Britain, Savoy, United Provinces, and the Cherokees. Whereas the Cherokees should only be allied to the Iroquois Confederacy. So we're gonna declare war on the Cherokee nations, which puts us at war with them and also the Iroquois Confederacy. And we're gonna march in. Now they refuse surrender. This should be an easy auto resolve, but it's the first fight, so let's fight it out. Alright, here we are on the battlefield. No cavalry to really speak of, so this is going to be just a line battle, honestly. But we're more than well equipped for something like that. Yeah, this should be fairly easy. Well, we do have our general's bodyguard, I suppose. So, yeah. So let's see where the enemy is coming from. This is, for them it's a defensive battle, so they really shouldn't be moving that much, but because it's Empire Total War, the AI moves around anyway. So let's actually start moving our entire front line. Okay, so the battle is well underway. The enemy doesn't really stand a chance. But the auto result would have given us a much worse result, so it's better that we fight it out. Generally in Empire Total War and Napoleon Total War, it's better to fight these things yourself, just because the AIs in the auto resolve is still kind of wonky in these early titles, or earlier titles. They're not quite that old yet. Well, it's been a little over 10 years, so they're actually quite old. But yeah, let's see what the enemy does. Okay, so the enemy doesn't really seem to be doing much. We are just sort of we have free reign over the battlefield at the moment, which is quite typical of Empire Total War AI, where they just sort of flail around doing nothing. I'm playing this on normal campaign, normal battle difficulty. But that really doesn't affect anything. DarthMod is supposed to make things more difficult after all, so yeah, it's oh, we did actually lose some units here, but I think that's mostly due to friendly fire more than anything, so maybe we should spread out our light infantry a little bit more. But I think since they have those lancers over there, I'm gonna be a little bit sparing with my light infantry. Gonna move him to the back and disable fire at will. Start forming squares over here. And let's see if the enemy bites. No, they don't. Left just in time. Quite interesting helmets these light infantry have. Native American Lancers, eh? Well, since they want to play coy, let's just move up our line. And okay, the enemy have engaged us in a melee combat over here, but we managed to rout them. So yeah, this battle should be basically over. Okay. The Lancers, the most annoying enemy of them all was the Lancers. Enemy general killed, yeah, so they still have Native American bowmen over there, so let's just line up and see them off. I think the bowmen, oh, actually they do have quite a few units left, so let's move out our units. As to one thing that the Native Americans have going for them is that basically all of their units can go into stealth mode and harass you from the distance, which is one of the great benefits they have in multiplayer, where you can really, if you know what you're doing with the Native Americans, you can really do some damage to the opponent. But a majority of the time they're not necessarily useless, just not that good compared to the Europeans and basically the European-like armies. And there we go, it's a victory. Okay, so we lost about 200, we killed 2,000. The region is ours. Very nice. We should probably replenish them though, and we'll see how we get on with this fight. Still not able to do it, so yeah, we'll see about next turn. Now moving on to the southern thrust, let's try a cheeky auto resolve. Nice. Could we do it again? Yeah, there we go. Didn't really feel like fighting that one too bad. Yeah, I think we can just move half our army over there, exempt them from taxation, and wait it out. And so the southern territories are now ours. The Iroquois have actually munched into the French lands over here, so we'll have more to conquer this way as well. But yeah, we have started moving out. We have definitely grabbed a hold. The Cherokee nation destroyed. The Cherokee nations have been destroyed. We lost quite a few units in this in these engagements over here. But that's fine. I don't really mind it. It's just whatever. The line infantry recruit in one turn. We already have some replacements we can bring south from Philadelphia, so it's gonna be fine. And yeah, so I think that's gonna do it for part 1 actually, Kings. So thanks very much for watching. Check out my other channel, check out any future uploads that I'm gonna have. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.